So let's have a look at how we're planning out, because the first thing that has been done is that the floor has been marked out roughly with cardboard to establish where the center line of everything is going to be, and ultimately this will, or a modified version of it, will act as a template for the plywood floor that will go into this particular vehicle. The reason I'm putting a plywood floor in and then putting everything is to allow me to keep the vehicle essentially much as it is and add things to it that can be taken back out so the vehicle can be turned back into an 8-seater people carrier as originally purchased. But for now, we're just marking out the floor. And the reason for having a floor on top of the existing floor, and an extra floor, is because with plywood I can put fixings into it, I can hide things underneath it, I can fix other pieces of furniture to it, and then secure the floor to the body of the vehicle using the old seat fixing points that have been taken out. The seats have been taken out, but we've still got the fixing points. And they're structurally sound, so we can use those to secure whatever else goes into the vehicle. So if I wiggle my backside back up onto this cardboard so that I don't break it, take my phone out. What we're doing, we want, my wife and I want, getting on now as we are, we want to have 2 single beds. We could have a double, and what I'm planning out can be adapted to be 2 singles or a double. But at this stage, what we've got is this to the back is 1.8 meters. From this point to that wall, when it's vertical to the edge of the van, is 22 inches, which is a small single bed, and we're not large people, so 22 inches, from what we've tried with sleeping bags and other temporary bits of foam, etc., should be adequate, but it could be wider. The reason we want to keep it to 22 inches is it will provide us, when both beds are fitted, it will provide us with a gap between, so that individually we can get in and out in the middle of the night, mainly, because we're of that age where we get up in the middle of the night without really overly disturbing the other person. So that's what we want. But also, if we make it modular, as I've done here, we can then use these as storage units and keep them on top of what are essentially going to be large storage boxes with drawers that go out the back door, and this will fold down, well, either down or up out of the way, and we can use this as a seat and have a table in between. So it's all very rough at the moment, but you can't just do everything on paper. At some point you have to, or even CAD, at some point you actually have to physically start mocking things up to get a real feel for what it's going to be like in reality. This coincidentally, unceremoniously parked in the middle is what will, it'll be our loo box, because again, if I'm going to be producing something I'm going to be sleeping overnight, albeit on a campsite, I really don't want to be getting up. Well, we did it last year when we went camping in tents, having to get up in the middle of the night and tramp to the toilets in the dark, or worse still, in the dark and in the rain. So we're going to have one of these small portable loos that has its own dedicated storage box. So as the loo is within a loo, within the cover is inside a box that can be stored, but it will be placed down behind the driver's seat at the moment, is where it happily fits along with everything else that I'm working on. So that's essentially where we're up to at the moment.